I don't know who needs to hear this, but the money you make or the love that you're able to attract is directly proportional to the beliefs you formed in your childhood experiences. Your parents didn't even need to say that money's hard to get, but if you witnessed financial struggle and mom and dad not really being around, guess what? You probably struggle with money also. If you saw mom overwork to be able to really achieve things in your life, you might internalize that sacrifice and struggling is the only way to really climb up in life. If your dad was not a very emotional guy because he always had to work hard to be able to prove himself or to his family or to his wife, right? You probably have patterns in money and or in love that says you have to prove yourself to be able to get ahead, to be able to be worthy to receive. Like, I'll give you an example for myself. I had my identity in my career, in my work life, right? So I always had to set goal after goal after goal after goal to be able to achieve self-worth. But no matter how high I climbed, I was never able to really give myself credit. I was never able to really see myself as worthy or deserving or special or important in any manner, because it was always just about achieving another goal to then be able to get worth. And I was never really able to validate myself. Or if your parents had a tumultuous relationship and eventually got divorced, depending on, let's say as an example, your mom was a housewife and dad controlled the money and therefore controlled mom, you might end up being in situations where the man is controlling, or you're attracting men who are controlling, or you're attracting people that you feel the need to prove yourself to, or ones that don't commit to you and don't stick around, just like how dad didn't or mom didn't. In many ways, it's not surprising why we, as the children of our parents, are playing out certain patterns. It's really not when you look at it. We are the compilation of the belief systems we formed, saw, witnessed, or internalized from our youth. And these are the patterns that play out in our life consistently. The good news is patterns aren't permanent. They're malleable. They're malleable to the degree that you can re-perceive the situation, right? There's no limit other than the limit of one's own mind. So the moment you identify specific stories that are keeping you stuck in patterns that you don't like, that are keeping away the next level love, money, business, success, whatever it is that you're after, and you shift it, that's when life starts to work in your favor. This is not an efforting issue. If you're a high achiever like myself, if you're someone that really feels like that you're meant for an amazing life, but you don't understand why there has been a bit of struggle to be able to get there, why no matter how hard you're working, you're not actually reaching your full potential, you know you've got more gas in the tank, you know your reality, you live a decent life, you live a good life, but it's just not your full potential. It's because these patterns are still stuck. You ever seen a duck sitting on water and it appears calm when you look at it, but under the surface, its little feet are kicking everywhere? I want you to imagine that the conscious mind is the part of the duck you can see, right? The one that appears to be confident and just sitting nicely and peacefully. But the subconscious mind are the feet that are kicking around. If you're in patterns where you're attracting anything less than desirable, anything less than favorable, it's indicative that you have little patterns, right? The little pitter-patter of the feet underneath the surface that are still running the show, that are keeping you an energetic mismatch to that of what you want to create. Shifting patterns does not take years. It's something that should take around 90 days, approximately, give or take. Once again, life can change as soon as next week, but can you get your mind around it? The issue is no one has shown you precisely how to shift these negative beliefs into a different energy, into a different frequency, into a more positive space so that you can achieve things easier, better, faster, stronger. That's exactly what I do on this page. You can click here and give me a follow. There's over 600 free videos, and this is what I do with my personal clients all the time. I literally had a client come in that went from $0 to $90,000 in 21 days. These are the types of results that literally just don't make sense. They're the type of results that only energy mastery can explain. I had another girl named Sasha. She is an author and a social media influencer. She wanted to brand out into acting. She had never attracted $1 million contract It was something she always wanted. We did my process together. She got $1 million contract in the first 30 days of her shifting this. She then repeated the process and did 5.5 million in the second 30 days. These are the types of results that don't make sense. I'm here for the people that want results that don't make sense. Another one of my girlies just got married in a castle in India, and another one is having her wedding at the end of this year. They did not take longer than 90 days to be able to attract in their dream man, and within about 1 year, they were engaged. They are in the happiest and healthiest relationship of their entire lives. The man is absolutely head over heels in love with them, sees them as the one, and didn't waste any time in commitment. Why? Because everything is an energy first. If you're not attracting what you want, it means some part of the energy is off. When you know how to identify it and know how to shift it in a real root, tangible manner, you get results that don't make sense and you get results that last. Why? Because you tackled it at the root level. This is not about doing superficial techniques to be able to receive results in 0.4 seconds. This is about fundamentally shifting who you're being so you get results that don't make sense and you keep the results that don't make sense so you can multiply it and have it and attract it over and over again. Like and follow for more.